Alrighty, that should do it. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3, testing, testing. Can everybody hear me nicely, loud, and clearly? Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3, testing, testing. Alright, testing, testing. Alright, testing, testing, 1, 2, 3, testing, testing. Alrighty, that sounds good. Alrighty, let me just bring this down, and hello everybody, Grant here from the vtuber channel, and welcome to this weekend's stream. I was going to do the stream on the usual Saturday nights and such, on Saturday nights as usual, but I had to push it back a day because I had a commitment, because I was busy preparing two gifts for my father for Father's Day, 2 major homemade gifts, and I needed extra time to finish everything up at the last minute. They were big projects, outdoor, involved woodworking and so on, so that's why I had to shift things around. So, yeah, hopefully y'all understand that. Anyways, what the? Why can't I get rid of everything? Huh? I don't get it. Why can't I... Is this a glitch? Okay, that gets rid of it. How about now? Okay, then. Okay, let's just get rid of all this. Oh, nope. Alright, there we go. So yeah, last time on these live streams, we basically, very long story short, as for what this is about, I had to make sure I was busy. Basically, I'm trying to finish up this, here in the month of June, I'm trying to finish up this Plant Zoo build before I go on a hiatus from Plant Zoo stuff for a while before Plant Zoo 2 comes out this fall. And what this is supposed to be a Plant Zoo map in the style of a Team Fortress 2 Capture the Control Points map. More specifically, a non-linear one. Think akin to, like, Control Point Steel. And we're almost done with the animals. Last time we put in our polar bears and harbor seals and some yetis, but there was technical issues with the yeti mod, so right now we're going to just swap those out for emperor penguins. So yeah. Okay. Now, with that out of the way, just use this for now. Actually, let's go to snow. Just get a bunch of snow around here. Come on. There we go. Now it's too late for me to go back and make like an underwater viewing section for the penguins, but what I can do is this. Okay, let's see your sphere. Actually, they're probably supposed to be based on the King Penguin. So actually, let me just pull up the, they're probably based off the King Penguin DLC, so let me just pull it up real quick. Okay, on the Plant Zoo Wiki, King Penguin. I'm doing it this way instead of the Zoopedia to avoid any potential hardware crashes. So 200 meters, yeah. 200 square meters per area. People area, 86 square meters. Yeah, what I have here should be more than large enough, but just to be safe. One here. One here. And okay, that's actually probably a bit too deep. Actually, maybe we can do this. Hold on a second. Or maybe, actually a cube-sized pit would make more sense. There we go, as well as here. now let's us just go to here and terrain, sculpting. Let's go to pole. Okay, actually. Uh-oh, not what I wanted. There we go, just give him some privacy. But also, let's make sure we can just smooth everything out. There we go, just smooth it all out. There we go, nice and simple. Okay, let's just get that along here. There we go. And now let's make a small island in the middle. Cylinder. That looks decent. Yeah, it should do the trick. Let's get some calm water. Yeah, we don't need it to be that. Okay, let's raise this up a little bit. Let's actually try this again. Right there. And I'm pretty sure someone will be asking questions regarding... Ah, there we go. Yeah, that looks a lot better. Yeah, so now, let's just go to here. Let's go to terrain. Let's make this all rock. Let's get a little bit of snow look there. And then some rough rock. Or actually, probably smooth rock. Get around here. There we go. Just a bit of snow. Otherwise... There we go. That looks decent. Okay, so now let's just get the way to get around the issues of this, however, we got these little cameras here, as you can see. So just copy that and paste them right along here. Just place them right. Okay, let's just rotate this a little bit. Right here. Let's see. Yeah, it should be good. Let's change this exhibit name to penguins as well. Also, for those wondering, like, because each animal in this Planned Zoo build's meant to be referencing a TF2 item or a cosmetic or weapon or appearance in one of the TF2 Time comics. In the Emperor Penguin's case, it's referencing the Pebbles the Penguin cosmetic. Actually, let me just, 1 second. Pebbles the Penguin, TF2. What cosmetic? Okay, it's a cosmetic. I'm pretty sure it's an all-class cosmetic. Yeah, it's a community created cosmetic item for all the classes. It is a baby Emperor Penguin that sits on the mercenary's right shoulder, or left in the case of the soldier, which wobbles as the player moves, and you can like color it with like one of the paints or whatever, and so on. Although it's always really uncanny, like they use certain paints on this thing, like to make it look like a completely different animal. Like it kind of reminds me of World of Zoo for like the Wii, for like the PC and Wii, where you can like basically do a similar thing like the Animal Creator, because penguins, like you can interact with them there and so on. and yet you can create like weird colored animals of all kinds. Well, at least the ones you're allowed to, anyways. Yeah, I did a live stream of myself playing that last year. But anywho. Let us... Okay, go to King Penguin, Habitat, Filters, Species. King Penguin, because that's what I'll probably accept. Okay, cooler. Yeah, let's get a cooler here. A cooler right here. A cooler definitely here. And let's see here. Hold on a second. I'm pretty sure the water will cool down once it's over time, so I won't have to worry about that. Like once play is actually activated and such. So, food tray large. Okay, large food tray. No, I think a small food tray would actually work a little... No, large food tray, yeah. Right here. Platform floats. Alright, I need something. Okay, okay, right. There. Yeah, like the mercenaries can just... Like, the gimmick of this map would be, like, the mercenaries could also get into the ammo enclosures and jump onto them and such. And jump onto, like, stuff like those floating platforms. Got the shelters. Jetty bedding platform. Sure. Let's put that right here. While adding a piece of bedding, or... Oh. Yeah, this here is too big, so that'll have to do. So, let's get here's some cooler enrichment items. Water jet rock. Underwater fish feeder. This would probably do. Actually, let's just, let's put it over... Let's put it over here. And then just rotate it like that. Right there. Bubble machine. Nah. Ooh, submarine buoy. That looks cool. Actually, let's put it over here. Okay. Block of frozen fish. I could place that right on top. And yeah, food and water. A small water trout. Let's go for a large water bowl. Right there. That looks good. Okay, now for nature. This is a little awkward. Oh, that reminds me, I never put any rocks into these either. Let's fix that. So, continent. We don't have anything for Antarctica. I'll just pretend North America. Biome. Tundra. There we go. Tundra rock. Let's put a few rocks here. Just to liven up things. That's too big. That's small enough. Okay, let's place a rock here. A few rocks here. A snow rock. Let's put a snow rock. A big one. No, it's not big enough. Not big enough. Not big enough. That looks decently big. Ice rock? A little too on the nose. Let's see here. Let's just get a arch rock for this. Too big. Too big. Way too big. Something that's medium size. I said medium size. That'll work. Let's put it right here. There we go. That looks decent. Okay. Now, with that out of the way, let's get some Emperor Penguins in here. Emperor Penguin. Rescue pet, rescue, rescue. Rescue, pet, rescue, rescue. Actually, this is obviously big enough, right? Yeah, more than big enough. Oh yeah, thanks for the reminder. Okay, let's see here. Appealing habitat species, most appealing exhibit species. Again, like once the final animals are inserted, which would be like for the small mammal house and such, I'll then open the zoo to the guests and see how they enjoy it before ending the stream tonight, editing, making sure I build everything up, and then doing a showcase of stuff as the final stream, similar to what I did with the Paw Paw Town Wildlife Preserve. You know what? Let's go. 2 of each. Let's just send them to the quarantine. There we go. Animal's thirsty. Don't they have a water bowl? Hold on a second. Did I forget to put in a water bowl for them? I think I did. I'll just fix that. I'll just rectify that right now. Block of frozen fish, block of frozen fish. Of course people need to be a bunch of picky whatevers. There. Like for the small mammal enclosure, for the small mammal house, like I got 4 species in mind. Those being the black rat, the brown rat, let's see here, black rat, brown rat, the raccoon, mainly common raccoon, and 9-banded armadillo. The only problem is I'm not sure how I'm going to be able to fit them properly in this. Like, I have an idea of I might actually try and do, like, actually, I don't know if, no, I don't think it's part of the game's engine where it allow for, like, I mean, I think it could, like, 2-sided exhibits as animals crossing over into it and such. Like, I actually do have the, exhibit restraints turned off here in the settings, so it actually could be done. It could be doable. Let's see what the thylacines are doing. Moderate quality. Oh, it's nice. Finally. All of them are good except for Joshua. Let's wait for his quarantine to finish up, and then we'll be good to go. Alrighty, let's move them all over to here. Y'all knew I had to have harbor seals in here, considering the TF2 maps Selbian. I mean, there was like an entire it became an entire trend in summer of 2023. Oh, seize risk. I'll just have a keeper handle that. Once they're in there, I'll save the game and see if, like, the Zoopedia causes any game crashes for, like, the brown rats or whatever when I open the Zoopedia. In a second. There we go. Wow, there's no platypus in this enclosure? That must have passed away, unfortunately. Let me rectify that. Quarantine first. Alright, let's see what our emperor penguins think. Okay. Not enough soil, not enough sand. Alright, let's just fix that real quick. Some fine sand. Okay, we could put some around. Well, okay, that's a little bit much. Let's just shrink the size a little bit. Some fine sand around here. Alright, let's increase the sand a little bit more. Come on. Okay, now for soil. Let's get some heavy soil here. Okay. There we go. It looks a little awkward, but whatever. Alright, shelter. There. Are you guys happy now? Of course you guys are never happy with this. Oh. Heck. Jesus Christ, I cannot fit these into the place. Unless... that gives me an idea. Let's take the log shelter. Remove these pieces here, these pieces of concrete. And instead, just deselect from that. Go to advanced move, and now just lower this here to cover that. Let's try that and see if they like it now. Yeah, it works. Alrighty, that should do it. Okay. Let me just save the game real quick. Or actually, let me go to just the Nexus Mods page for these animals, for Plant Zoo and such. Okay, let's see here. Okay, black rat. Okay, it uses, let's see here, it uses the striped skunk and only uses Richmond habitat items originally designed for it. Okay. Striped skunk. $180 square meters. Okay. Alright. Let's take a look at the raccoon. Raccoon, 210 square meters. 9 banded armadillo. $182 square meters. Okay, now if we go try and find the brown rat. It also relies on the striped skunk. Okay. I might have to keep out... I might have to skip over the rats. For those wondering, the brown and black rats would have represented the map Manhole. It's a relatively recent map, recently added map, and they're like just little decoration entities and like the map going around, jumping around the sewers and such, like generic rats. So that's why I went with them. The raccoon references multiple cosmetics such as Lieutenant Bites. Meanwhile, the 9-banded armadillo represents an engineer cosmetic, Hillbilly Speed Bump. But let me see what I can make. Let's see what I can do with this real quick. So, hold on, I just want to do a quick exercise in this. I might have to sacrifice a small mammal house idea, and instead just go with, like, just one of these guys. Let's see here. Hold on a second. Let me just try something. Just, let me try and just see what I can do here without making this look too tacky. Okay, and just throw it in. How big would this be? 408 square meters? Okay. Okay, I can make that work. Okay, 408 square meters? Okay, I might actually be able to pull off the small mammal house after all. Okay, but first I would need to... Okay, let me just get rid of some of these pathways here. Let's see here. Let's see, how big would this be? 160 meters. Yeah, I think the rats are going to have to go, unfortunately. I'm surprised there were never mammal exhibits for, like, just mammals. I know, like, there's small walkthrough habitats, like, such as with the Egyptian fruit bat, but, like, they could have done exhibits for, like, not just, like, reptiles, amphibians, and insects, but also, like, small mammals, like the black rat, or naked mole rats, especially. I've seen them at the Smithsonian Zoo, and they'll eventually be coming to the Maryland Zoo if their master plan has anything to say about it. Although, granted, with master plans, you have to take that with a grain of salt. It all depends on how much funding they can get in terms of grants and so on. But yeah. What about lemurs? I don't think it's a lemur reference in Team Fortress 2. Yeah. Yeah, I think we're gonna scrap the armadillos and instead just go with not armadillos. We're gonna scrap the rats and just instead go with armadillos and raccoons. Armadillos on one side, rats on the other. Yeah, so let's just here. Okay. Alright. Alright, let's see here. Okay, so I believe with the 9-banded armadillo, Great Fence 1. Same with raccoons. Oh, 2. Okay. I wonder with the armadillos, you could perhaps make a viewing dome for them. Hold on, let me just see what could be done with that. Just, again, let me experiment with this real quick. I've only been playing Plant Zoo for about 2 years. I really wish I got into this game earlier now I think about it. How does the viewing dome entrance even work? Hold on. Oh, that was close. I thought the game was about to crash there. I was trying to find this. Okay, so viewing... Damn it, get out of the way. I'll get that out of the way. Okay. Okay. Viewing dome. Okay, let's try. And zoo entrance? No. Barriers, okay. Habitats and exhibits. Gate types, here we are. Let's see here. Track airlock. Guest gate. Habitat gate. Decorative barriers. Angle snap. Barrier trouble. Multiple gates. I don't know why this game has that one habitat gate limit. I just think that's just ridiculous. Of course, there would need to be more, never mind. Exhibits, setting up exhibits, exhibit welfare. Where is it? Barriers, suitability, barriers, moving a gate, okay. Anything, habitat, animal encounters, habitat checklist, basic habitat, animal homes. Hold on a second. Planet Zoo. Because 9-banded armadillos are, of course, digging animals. They dig burrows and so on. So I want to try something like that. So hold on a second. So Planet Zoo. Viewing dome. How does this work? Entrance on the wall exhibit in the dome anywhere in exhibit. They teleport to the dome from the entrance. Honestly, if the size of this area here, that might not actually be feasible, though. Yeah, I'm just gonna play it safe and just... Yeah, once I get them in here, and if we have more time, then I'll start really building up the, the buildings of the area and such. Places like this here, this vet clinic and such, that, this would be, in the TF2 map that would be derived from it, this would be a spawn point. A spawn room. But yeah, let's just get to work here. So, glass. Okay, this will be for the 9-banded armadillo. This here will be for the raccoon. So, let's see here. Okay, obstructed. Right. right there. Let's just place it right there. Okay. Just 1, 2, 3. There we go. Now let's go to here. Guest habitat gate. Oh. Let's go to concrete. Okay. Alright, now let's go to glass. What? Resistance grade 3? Yeah, sure. Let's just place. Let's just go to habitat gate right here. Okay, let's just right there. Okay. Right there. Okay. Okay, there we go. Now let's just let's get this. Right there. Okay, let's see here. Alright, let's just go to here. Just try this real quick. There we go. Let's see how big this would be. This is, yeah, it's more than large enough. Armadillos. There we go. What the? Let me try this again. Armadillos. Meanwhile, the raccoons would go into here. Now for a bit of symmetry, just for fun of it, let's just go to here. Okay, there we go. To Lucas. There we go. This one. There. Okay, let's just okay, let's just see here. Just drag this down right to here. There we go. And this is where the raccoons will go. Alright. And this is about, yeah, same size. Yeah, this will do the job fine. Yeah, I don't think we'll need the rats here. Like, I could add a rat enclosure here, but that'd be kind of tacky. I mean, no, I think what we got here is fine. Okay, yeah. Okay, so let's see here. Let's go to habitat, species. Alright, let's go to 9-banded armadillo. 9-banded armadillo. Right there, and raccoon. There we go. Alright, let's see here. Animal burrow, small. Alright, let's just place it right there. Right here. Coop? Raccoons like the coop? Apparently so, but no, I think we need something a little different. Okay, the raccoons, they don't like that. Coop shelter. Coop. This looks like a nifty little house. I think they'll like us, actually. There we go. Now let's go to climbable. Of course, these habitat... Okay, the entire thing actually needs to be raised. One second. Let's raise this up to about 4 meters tall. Let's make it 4.5. Same here. And just for the sake of the look of it, let's just add in. Let's get the concrete barrier here, and just see if I can try and connect these two here. Okay, let's just do it right. Now I don't think we'll need to do that. Yeah, it looks better. Okay, so now let's just add. Let's go back to here. Let's move. Let's put this right there. Small climbing frame here. Something here. Ooh, they'll definitely like this. There we go. I could probably add little rat statues or something. Actually, I got a better idea. So, herb scent markers. Let's place a few of them here. Small ball. Food enrichment. Ooh, termite mound. The armadillos will love this. Natural termite mound. Actually, I think this makes more sense for Marasmus. Marasmus didn't have time to create a normal termite mound, so he just got something off of Amazon and just used that instead. Okay. Okay. Forge box, that could probably go right here. Raccoon. Right there. Slow feeder. I think what we have here should do the trick. A slow feeder also do the trick. Let's get a small water bowl. One for you and one for you. A large food, let's see, a small food bowl here and a small food bowl here. And now let's us get some let's see here. Actually, 1 second. A small ball for you. And a cardboard box. Continent, North America. Biome, temperate, tundra, desert, there we go. Okay, cladding. Okay, let's just put a tiny desert rock here. It's too large. This will work better. Let's see here. A temperate rock is fitting enough. We'll just place it right there. These would not be habitats the mercs would be able to go into. Like, these are like small mammal enclosures. Yeah, I don't think I would have the mercs be able to go into here. They're like behind these habitat entrances. You could have like the engineer sneak in like a teleporter or something. That kind of idea. Some saltworts. 1 second. This could work. I'm pretty sure these are actually invasive tumbleweeds in the US, but this is marasmus we're talking about. Marasmus doesn't care about that as long as the animals are happy. And doesn't want to face the wrath of animal rights activists. There we go. That should be good. Now, let us see what we can find here. Nine-banded armadillo. Custom seizure. Raccoon. Common raccoon. 1, 2. Let's just send them. Let's send. Okay. Animal trading. Select all. Let's send all of them to here. And once they're all settled in their enclosures, we'll finally open up the zoo for everyone to come in and see. While I begin putting everything else together. I mean, I could put in the rats here, but I don't know. No, I think what we have is more than adequate enough. Yeah, I don't think we'll need the rats for this. I'll just remove them and the Yeti from this. There we go. There's that. The Emperor Penguin's in, our raccoons are in, and our nine-banded armadillos are in. They're all done. So let me upgrade their feed. Let's see here. Let's give them some better food quality. Same with these polar bears. And with the seals. Please come and join Marasmus' special zoo, or else I'll be in a lot of trouble. I had to create this zoo with the help of the Japanese mafia, and if this place does not do well, they will come and break Marasmus' legs. Let's take a look at let's release Sleuth into the wild to prevent inbreeding. What do we have here? Okay. Okay, let's see. You passed a quarantine. Okay, You passed the quarantine. You can go. The armadillo probably has tuberculosis. Not tuberculosis. What's the disease called? Hold on a second. No, the platypus would go right here. Oh, no. Right here. Okay. The name, you can go into your new enclosure. And now I think about, oh yeah, I forgot something. I got to turn this all into like soil and such. Some light soil, some heavy soil. Same here. And a bit of grass, because why not? Again, I really hope there's like a good application of actual indoor habitat enclosures in this game. And for those wondering why Heatblast, why Dynamite Entertainment's Heatblast is on the thumbnail for this live stream, I'll get to that very shortly. Let's see here, let's just put a few trees here. Oh, nope, not what I wanted to do. Let's see, we're going to probably have to raise this up a little bit. Outsider maturation. Hold on a second, what's the armadillo disease called again? And the one they often carry. Hold on a second. Leprosy? I'm pretty sure it was leprosy, right? Yeah, leprosy. There we are. Yeah. Hold on a second. Yeah. That's the disease I was thinking about. Alright, Violetta can go into her new enclosure, and Vanessa can go into hers. Let's see how you're doing, buddy. Okay. Oh, right. No assigned... let me fix this real quick. Let's go to the work zones. The front end side, they would go into here. There we go. Anyway, let's just lift this up real quick. Just raise up to about 4.5 meters. Meters here. There we go. Yeah, this is going to be for the ice house. The penguins, seals, and polar bears will be part of, like, the ice house, if you will. You know, mercenaries could fight alongside in here in these corridors and such. Hopefully this map won't be too engineer and sniper friendly, if you get my drift. Alright, let's see how you like it, buddy. Alright. Enrichment. Insufficient toy enrichment? Not enough toy enrichment, huh? I can fix that. Gift box. Cardboard box. You have your own cardboard box. Box! Rubber duck. I mean, whatever makes you happy, buddy. Alright, I'll give you your own ball. Small ball pumpkin. There we go. And with that, we can finally open up the zoo to all the guests. Let the gates open! All while I'm busy building the actual exterior and so on. But I'll save the buildings part of it for last. For now, I'll just be putting stuff like benches and so on. But anywho, with that out of the way, and we got about an hour left, I want to start talking about the new Ben 10 Dynamite comic, the second issue. It came out earlier this month, but I didn't get my copy until in the mail until yesterday because of like supply issues and such. No ATMs. Okay, I can fix that. But yeah, I finally read it last night, and I will say this right now. I am genuinely pleased with the results. I think it is an improvement over the previous one, which felt a little too slow in terms of pace. It was playing a bit safe, though understandably so. I felt like this episode also, issue was also a bit slow paced, but it was starting to expand out more and more. Like it hinted towards Max's, I'm trying to think what I was supposed to say. Yeah, it hints at Max's past as a potential past as a plumber, which he almost certainly is in his continuity and such. And like how this version of Ben is much more like hesitant to go full on hero mode right away and such. And again, it is meant to have somewhat of a cosmic horror vibe. So that's what the creators literally said this comic run is supposed to have more of. It is mainly aimed at a teen audience. Like many of the previous shows, which are aimed at like a younger kid audience, not like preschoolers, of course, but you get the idea. But yeah, let's get to ATMs, bins, restaurant tables, ATMs, transport rides. Where are the ATMs at? EA devices, education, utilities, guest facilities, merchandise. Finance. ATMs. We'll put one in each location. Actually, we'll just need to put one right here. We'll also put little gift centers and such. Merchandise. Souvenir shop, balloon. Oh yeah, I forgot about the souvenir shop stuff. I think I plan to do merchandise shop. She would do the job fine. This little one should do the job okay. Let's get rid of these trees here. Yeah. I do like how Max's, again, Max's past is shown, and, like, you know, the panels of Ben's, like, Omnitrix malfunctioning or something like that, or just rapidly switching between alien forms and so on, is really, you know, has hints towards that cosmic horror vibe, and such, again, of how defeated and, like, Ben's curled up in the ball, basically saying, I want to go home. Like, he's just, like, the poor kid's pretty much traumatized by that point. And, like, again, they don't go too far into it, you know. I'm not a big fan of Cannonbolt's design still for the Dynamite comic. And the way he rolls up into a ball is just turns to a big blob rather than going all pill bug mode or something, which is a shame. But I do admittedly, like, what makes this issue so memorable to me personally is how, like, how it ends. Like, it ends with this abrupt cliffhanger of, like, Gwen just figuring out how to drive the rust bucket, and, like, tries to run down Cannonbolt. Because, again, she does not yet know that Ben is Cannonbolt. So that's why she's, like, trying to save the world from aliens. Okay, so she's just trying to basically commit vehicular manslaughter against cannonballs. Just, wow. Like, out of context, it's just this moment screams, what the hell? But it bizarrely works. Yeah, but again, like, although I do wonder, like, Gwendolyn, like, when she plays around with, like, the rust buckets gizmos and such, and, like, opens up the alien text screen, so much for Max's no screens rule, huh? All joking aside, I do think this has a lot of potential going forward. Let's see here, shop large, no, let's see here. Souvenir shop. Yeah, let's just go with this one, just for sake of time, and then just modify it a little bit to a bit more fitting towards Marasmus's preferences. Plant Zoo Shop Canopy. Is there a way I can change the color at least? No? Let's get rid of these. Let's see here. Canopy. Okay. Let's get rid of this too. And let's see here. East Asia, Indian, New World, North African. Classic door. There's gotta be something at Twilight. Let's try Twilight. Okay, the flickering is starting to hurt my eyes. Let's just put in the essentials for now and then get back to the rest later on. Although, selling misleading merchandise? Yeah, we're not gonna, like, okay, let's see here. We do have zebras that's close enough. We don't have lions. Plushies. Moose caps? Sure, moose caps will work. We don't have lions. Mugs, that'll work. Let's put mugs here too. Okay, the moose caps will work. We don't have lemurs here. Tisk. We don't have lemurs here. Items for sale. Animal hats. Ugh. Like, something I will give, like... actually, hold on a second. I'm getting Discord notification. One moment. Alright, let's see what we got here. It's just one of those, let's see here. Baseball caps? Sure, why not? Marasmus! Hey, perhaps, like, these baseball caps could have, like, special effects on them. They're... What? I can't remember the term, but, like, flaming caps or whatever, that fetch a high price on the TF2 market. You get the idea. Giraffe caps. There are giraffes here, so that makes sense. Okay. Masks. Alright. Masks? Nah... Masks, mugs, puzzles. Sure, why not? Okay. Again, this is all attention to detail. Red panda balloons. Oh wait, we do have giraffes here. Keep those giraffe balloons, but not the red panda balloons. Replace those with tigers. Tiger balloons. The gorilla art. Nope. Get rid of that. Souvenir poster. Capybara. Tiger. Planet Zoo. Yeah, get rid of all these. We don't have New World monkeys here, so get rid of that. No, not the light. That, okay. Merasmus wants to be completely transparent because he doesn't want the Japanese mafia, nor people who don't like misleading or false advertising to come break his legs. Don't have lions, get rid of that. We don't have rhinos, get rid of that. Tote bags, t-shirts, animal statues. Mugs, rhinos, snow leopards. Ooh, spiders. Spider hats. There we go. Let's see here. Tree frog caps. Sure. Wild dog hats. No. $12? Jesus Christ. Merasmus really wants to... I mean, it kind of makes sense. He has to pay off the Japanese mafia after all. Animal hats, mixed. Animal caps, mixed. We don't have snow leopards, no. Animal statues, no. Tree frog caps, sure. Posters. Let's see here. Plushies, mugs. Put tree frog caps here. Baseball caps here. Baseball caps here. Or giraffe caps, sure, that'll work. Animal statues. No, not animal statues. Baseball caps here. We gotta get rid of these plushies. Sorry, guys, but we don't have plushies of... I mean, we don't have... Wait a minute. Let's see. Baseball caps here. Moose caps here. Okay, that looks decent. Okay, how about here? What would go here? Giraffe caps. Hold on a second. Glass pane. Okay, I guess gotta be careful orienting this. Souvenir mask tiger. Well, we could just say these are the display ones only. But Merasmus will not want to get sued for false advertising either. Let's just move this out for a moment. One glass pane, two glass panes. Let's move these out here for a moment. And finally, get rid of all the misleading advertising. Giraffe balloons here. Tiger balloons here. You know what? No, we don't need this. We could just put gift here and shop here, and that's good enough. That'll be good enough. It could work. We don't need all this crap. Actually, now that I think about it, we just could get rid of each one of these and just get different plushies for that. Mugs. Let's just get every last one of these. Come on. For those wondering, I have not yet seen the second episode of Surviving Earth. I'm pretty sure it's already out by now, but I haven't just gotten around to seeing yet due to other obligations. But what I have managed to get around to seeing, even though I originally missed the premiere, was the finale of 5 years later, the Big Ben 10 Danny Phantom crossover created by the Ink Tank. Each mug's an individual separate piece, damn. And me personally, it has that very fun popcorn flick type of feel for this kind of crossover, but I think the way it wraps up still is very strong. I think it was pretty weak of, like, I think it was a pretty bit of a big cop-out to have Crunch survive his initial death. Like, Cooper Daniels, like, he doesn't die. I mean, he does die. He does stay dead. Crunch is the one who stays alive, who is actually just narrowly brought back from the brink. But I personally wish it was more of a, hold on a second, that actually reminds me of something. I think I actually ordered a hole punch online, and it hasn't, about a week ago, and it never came. Hold on a second, let me take a look here. Yeah, but anywho. But I just felt like that was pretty weak. And there were some minor pacing issues here and there, but otherwise, like, it was still a damn good finale, very strong. And I do like the twist that, like, okay, I am going to spoil the finale for 5 Wild, so if you have not seen it yet, this is the warning right now for you to stop watching this live stream immediately, because otherwise you'll be massively spoiled. So I'd say in about 2 minutes you can come back. So, 3, 2, 1, let's go. So basically, very long story short, Ben briefly, quote-unquote, dies after Divinity is able to finally circumvent some of the, like, Omnitrix's failsafes and firewalls, and that allows Divinity's alliance, or like the Vlad clone or whatever, to kill Ben briefly. But at the end, the Omnitrix is able to bring Ben back to life by using, like, peak human DNA sort of stuff, you know, like peak physical human DNA, and that's what gives Ben that sort of, like, Ben 10,000 body, rather than just casual Ben, I guess you could say, which sounds really weird. You would need to see the episode itself to really get the grasp of what it's about. But yeah, I think that was actually a very clever way to, like, show the visual transition of Ben into becoming Ben 10,000. That, in my opinion, you know, like that's very clever. Amongst many other things, like, it's just a very well done episode. It was also really cool. If I recall correctly, didn't they get Richard Horowitz to return as Gray Matter? Like, I know I know they got Paul Eiding to return to reprise his role as Max in one of the previous episodes. Let me just check the wiki just to make sure I'm absolutely right about this. Yeah, they got Richard Horowitz to return. Yeah, because I remember the voice sounding very distinct to, like, classic Gray Matter, and yeah, that was amazing. They managed to get him back for even if it was just a brief role. That, in my opinion, is just awesome. You know, like, those are awesome. Like, I remember, like, very similar things as well happening, like this one Crash Bandicoot video game review or something of, like, Crash Bandicoot bootlegs. I think, like, Benjamage was the one who made it. Like, I'm not even a huge Crash Bandicoot fan, and, like, I remember it was really awesome. They got, like, Lex Lane to reprise his role as Cortex as a guest star there, and so on. But for now, let's just get these signs out here. Okay, you don't need them there. Of course I have to. And also, finally, of course, like, you know, the, like, thing about Lula actually being shown to be actually faster than initially expected is a nice contrast to one of the earlier chapters when she and Ben had a big argument. So, like, that, in my opinion, was also, like, a nice little way of going full circle as well. Otherwise, like, So yeah, very well done. It's a very nice finale. I feel like it kind of polar punches a little bit in some areas, like allowing Crunch to live, but otherwise, this is still a really great ending. And yeah, it was dedicated to Dwayne McDuff. The final episode was dedicated to Dwayne McDuffie and Derek J. Wyatt. I do wish they also dedicated it to Jim Ward, who was the original voice of Accelerate, Diamond Head, and Wildvine in the classic series, but still. Okay, let's get rid of these mugs. Yeah, I don't know why these display pieces are here, too. It's just a little on the nose, in my opinion. I gotta give the Planet Zoo team credit, though, for, like, going out of their way to put all these, combined builds together and such. Even if they're just, like, default items. And of course, finally, the way Divinity is fully stopped for good was also creative and didn't feel an entire cop out, so to speak. It kind of reminds me, like, I've never read the comic in full, but it kind of reminds me a bit of, like, the original Crisis on Infinite Earths. So, yeah. But I do know how that comic ends and so on. So, yeah. Spoilers over. That should be enough for now. So now let's just get the, let's see everybody come in. Welcome. Welcome, one and all, to Morasmus's Special Zoo. Also, we're going to get rid of this. Oh, God, nope. We don't need... That's not what I meant. Not what I meant. Not what Marasmus meant. I think tickets are underpriced. Okay, let's make it 10 for adults, 8 for kids. Habitat cleanliness is a disease risk. Okay, get a keeper on the job. Low welfare. Oh, God. Don't want the protesters coming in. Let's take a look here. Social group size is too large. Okay. What the hell? That's not what I meant. Okay. Cleanliness. Okay. Of course there are tree frogs here. Social group. Okay, yeah. The social group size is too large. No problem. But where is the, Okay, how... Animals, okay. Empty? No, there's no American bullfrogs? Huh, let's fix that real quick. American bullfrog. Pet, okay. And custom seizures. Let's send them to the zoo right here. Bullfrogs. Anacondas. Rattlesnakes. Tarantulas. Oh, no boomslings? Must have died. Let's get a boomslang real quick. There we go. Now let's see here. Yeah, like I said, next episode is Reviving Earth. Wait, has that episode even been released yet? My family does have Peacock, so that I can see. But I just need to make sure if I... June 18th. Yeah. So, yeah, I'll just watch that probably tomorrow after work. Okay. Request exhibit animal. Nope. Animals. Where? Visiting player? Oh, god damn it. Already on it. Nope, we're not having that on my watch. How do I... Layout, climate, customize. I don't understand. Okay. Let's see your staff, animals, exhibits. This could help me out. So let's go down to the tree frogs. Ah, here we are. Yeah, there is way too many tree frogs here. That should fix the problem. No donation boxes. I can fix that. Dodos, unicorns, barnyard. That gets handled. I think tickets on the price. No donation boxes. I can handle that. Let's just place one here. One donation boxes. There you go. I need to place those all over the place, actually. See here. One here. Just place some all over the place. They'll eventually come over. Also, the barnyard part's really popular. Hold on a second. Isn't there like an allowance rate you can put in here for these guys? Let me see here. Log, last year, maintenance, animal encounters. Disease risk. Let's handle that real quick. Quick, create the animal. Okay, let's see, Oh, yeah, I gotta put in some, hand sanitizer stations here, I think. That's not it. Facilities. Ah, here we are. Hygiene station. One here. And one here. What the? How do I... Hold on a second. How does this work? Apparently Japanese macaques and Colombian white-faced capuchin monkeys are interactive animals as well. Not sure about the, as well as the quokka. That certainly doesn't seem like a bad idea. Okay, how do I... Okay, I got that down. Hold on a second. I think I need to... I can't believe I forgot how to create animal encounter habitats fully. Okay, let's see here. Oh, the hygiene stations need to be inside? Oh, okay. I see. Okay. It needs to be inside. Okay. I wonder what happens if we put a tiger in there. Okay. I'm not feeling that sadistic today. Don't worry, people. We need to put them in here, apparently. One here. And one right here. We'll get back to that in a sec. Let's see how everything else is going. It might take them a while to get into... Okay, so they're walking around here and such. Low welfare? Animal stress? Distressed and trying to hide. Okay, never mind. Okay, how do you do this again? Okay, I'm starting to get confused. There's probably too many people allowed in here at once. That's probably the big issue. Okay, let's see here. Hmm. 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 Okay, hold on a second. Just give me a moment. I need to watch this. Oh, wait a minute. I think I see the problem. Exomorph ponies are a modded animal, and they will not work in this, will they? God damn it. I should have realized that. It's because the Exmoor pony's based off the Shiralski's horse? Yeah. God damn it, I can't believe I forgot about that. Okay, I'm afraid they're going to have to go, but only because of the fact that, again, I don't want them to be stuck in this all the time. Um... If I do this now, will this work now? What? No? What's going on? I am so confused right now. This at all? What's going on? Oh, so now they're starting to wander in. Okay. Oh, they're pregnant. That's why. I made a huge mistake. I wonder what happens if I do place them back into here, though. Where people walking back to... Yep, they're all walking... Wait, no, they're not walking back... Are they walking back to the pathways now, or... No, yeah, it's an Exmoor pony. In that case, let's get another Exmoor pony, then. Let's put them into here. This is the quarantine. Okay, how do I fix this, though? Like, I got all the right parts into this equation. Animal encounters, and yet still nothing. I mean, for what we got here, I mean, I gotta fix this so I can regulate how many people can go into here at once. Otherwise, they'll flood the entire place and leave the rest of the zoo for nothing. Yeah, well, too bad. It's just a device that regulate. You know, I'm not even bother dealing with their bullshit. They at least seem to like these underwater areas. Alright, giraffe and quaggas. Okay. Oh god, this is bad. Yeah, I know, I'm trying to fix this problem. But you guys won't let me fix the issue. It's the core principle of the problem. You know what? That's it. This habitat's closed until further notice. You people won't actually be responsible for your goddamn actions. Oh, god damn it. Okay, then. Oh, right, I don't want to trap everybody. And there. Yeah. You guys seem to be having a good stroll. Probably just a glitch, but still. What the... Quarantine passed, ready to leave. Alright, that sounds good. What the? Okay. Okay, now I know this is a glitch because I don't know why the hell. Okay, let's just find... There we go. Now let's go back to here. Small guest gate. One here. One here. What the? No, let's try this again. One... Still nothing. Is this a glitch? Let me just save this real quick. I'm starting to think I'm just running into a glitch because that's the only reason I can think of. So let's go to here. Now load this again. And let's try that. And that might explain the problem. Alright. Let's see now. There we go! Finally. Now I can actually use this thing properly. It was probably I just had to reload my save, thankfully. So let's just go to here. Let's just shrink that to about 4 meters. Have it go back around this dirt path as usual. Okay, just nice and steady, nice and steady. There! Alright, and now let's just moderate default view. That way, people won't get so goddamn stressed. Someone get, can we get a mechanic on that, please? Can we keep her assigned to fix this? There we go. Alright. That problem's fixed. By only allowing a few. Guys, here, let me help you guys out. Let's move you over here. Too hot, huh? Take a dip inside here. I'm joking, obviously. Go into the ice house. Alright, bathrooms. I gotta put those in. What was I thinking? Dangerous fighting for alpha status? I cannot allow that. Injured outsider. Low welfare. Not in its ideal temperature. Let's see what's going on there. Temperature. Jesus Christ. Why is everything so goddamn hot? Oh, right. This thing's broken. That's why. Somebody better fix it. Let's just get rid of that. Juvenile. Okay, let's see here. It's 9:44, so it's about time we wrap this stream up anyways, but just, let me just, do one more thing, just to get some, let's turn this all into stone, give nice good texture to the place. Actually, let's get some rough rock here, there we go. Some rough rock here too. Some texturing. You have to do it. We need a mechanic. Let's get, where's our mechanic at? Mechanics. Front end. Okay, buddy. Where the hell are ya? Buddy, you need to go... Actually, let's just get another... For what? You know what? We can't have this right now. Let's just get another mechanic. Place him right there. Place the person, or him or her, whatever, right there. There we go. Front end, there we go. There we go, that should fix the problem. Alright, protesters, you can all go home now. You don't have to worry about it. Now let's get, actually, let me just get a few more bison in here. Comba fauna? Oh, comba fauna, yeah. That's being worked on slowly. Again, I'm not going to show anything definitive until, like, all the dolls are finished, completion, and so on. So, keep that in mind. But yeah, let's just get to... Let's just, add in some bison. American Plains bison. Let's place our bison in the quarantine, and when that's done, we will end out the stream. Jesus Christ. Oh, great. Not this again. They're probably all stressed as hell. And actually, hold on a second. Let's just, Jesus Christ, everyone's probably so goddamn stressed right now, they can't even... Okay, let's see here. Assign a keeper. Stressed. Gee, I wonder why. Can we please stop having everybody just flooding into the barnyard enclosure? Please? God, that is ridiculous. Can they not do that for 5 minutes? You know what? Let's change this to many and see what happens. Out of curiosity. Maybe if they all disperse, maybe then they won't be as stressed. Maybe the animals won't be as stressed. That actually seems to help a little bit. Nope, we are not having that. Nope, 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 nope. Let's just, fix that issue right now. I might have an idea of how to circumvent this issue, but I'll save that for in-between streams or the final stream. So yeah, that will be it for this Planet Zoo stream. Next weekend will be the final Planet Zoo stream where we finally finish up all the building and such of the houses and the buildings and so on, and as well as fix that barnyard issue. And with that, I will be out of here. So that'll be it for now, and I will see you guys and see y'all next time. Hold on a second. There we go. Hold on a second. Goodbye, everybody.